right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanksgiving week 2025. Here we go.
Happy Thanksgiving. I can't, man, this year, I know I say it all the time, but it is flying. Flying.
You out of your family there in April. Yeah, it's going to
Yeah,
be moving. All right, buddy.
gonna get real.
Let's rock this update for everybody so they can get back to getting to their drinks and having a lovely holiday. So, real quick, weird. There was reports out 809. There was a few weeks ago, but now officially the new 2026 conforming loan limits are actually out. So whatever. Anyways, the big number that everybody wants to hear is 832,750. What does that mean? We always get that question. It really means is if the loan amount is $832,750 or less, it's a regular standard 30-year fixed conforming bread and butter.
Conventional loan. Yep.
Over that, we go in the jumbo. And just to give you an idea, I think that was like 406,000 when I got into the industry. So it's more than double.
Yeah, this keeps popping up, and the investors generally have it spot on. They were honoring 819, and it went up over 832,000. So
Yeah.
they lowballed it a bit this year. We should get FHA and VA, or really FHA loan limits here in the next month or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, and keep in mind in Denver County, Summit County, Boulder County, the high cost areas, you can go a little higher. And I even saw some places in the country it's up to 1.1 million on a one unit in the high cost areas. So that's interesting. And you can look that up. Let us know. We can send you the link.
Good stuff. Pending home sales, 3 months in a row trending higher, Joe. October up 1.9%. So we're seeing some relief in pending home sales. And remember, when it comes to mortgage rates, really it's labor over inflation. What does that mean is there is now chatter. Mary Daly, who is always been a little like apprehensive about cutting rates, she came out dovish, meaning she's up for cutting rates here in December, and it's due because of the poor labor numbers. So it's not about inflation as much anymore. It's about the labor market. And I saw Hewlett Packard is going to lay off something like 6,000 jobs yesterday. So as the labor market gets tighter and people start losing their jobs, that's really, I think, is going to be the driver of this rate cutting cycle. So with that being said, now the chatter is that Kevin Hassett is going to be the next Fed chair, or at least he's leading in the polls. He's most likely. Kevin Hassett, he's a yes man. He's in Trump's camp.
He wants to drop it.
Yeah. Trump loves him. And he's also a crypto guy. So I don't know what that means, but he is a crypto guy. So anyways, really interesting going in there. Fed, pending home sales, labor, Mary Daly. That's all I got, buddy. And rates.
So if he becomes head of the head of the board, that's going to be good for rates in theory.
You would think. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be necessarily good for inflation.
Yeah.
I don't think inflation is their key measure anymore. I think it's the labor market. They don't want people losing their jobs. I think people can stomach the high prices because it's been going on for a little while. And there are metrics saying the inflation is going down. But it's going to be all about the labor market. I think that's what we got to pay attention to.
Good stuff.
Okay.
So the rates have, kind of been flip-flopping a little bit. Where, give or take 3/8, a quarter of a point, just kind of keep doing one of these. So yesterday we had some improvement. So they're pretty close to where they were a couple weeks ago now. If you're doing a 3% down first-time homebuyer purchase under 80% of the area median income, you're at 5.875. If you have good credit, even at under 100% of the area median income with 5% down, you're still at 5.875. Regular 30-year fixed over the income limits or non-first-time homebuyer is at 6%. VA loans, 0% down. If you're a veteran, you can get it 5.625, give or take today. FHA loans, you can get it around 5.5%, and that's 3.5% down. An investment purchase with 20% down, which is the minimum on investments, is at 6.875. 25% down, that jumps down to 6.375. So it's that half a point difference between 20 and 25%. The 15-year fixed purchase with 20% down, good credit, is about 5.375 today. Jumbo purchase with 20% down, great credit, good assets, good reserves, 6.25. That's the kind of the purchase rates. Now the refinance rates. If you do a rate and term refinance, meaning no cash out, to 70% loan to value at 6%. It goes up an eighth of a point if you go to 80% to 6.125. Doing a cash out refi to 70%, you're at 6.125 on a primary. Cash out refi to 80%, it goes up to about 6.375. Cash out refi on an investment to 70% is at 6.375. And if you want to go to the max, which is 75%, it's at 6.625. A quick note on HELOCs. I was dealing with a client that wanted a HELOC. They were getting a quote at the credit union, at like 30% loan to value with 690 credit scores, which isn't great, but not bad. They were getting prime plus 3.
Oh.
And then I checked with another one of my credit unions that's not local, and they were at 7.5. So that's prime plus a half instead of prime plus 3. So if you're shopping around for HELOCs, please give us a call.
Yeah.
Even though we more than likely may not do it, we will refer you out to somebody who has the best HELOCs around. So
yeah, that's
keep that in mind.
Prime plus 3, that's criminal.
On a primary to 30% loan to value, that's criminal.
That's so bad.
Okay. Obviously tomorrow's a holiday, so everybody have a great Thanksgiving. But today it's Happy National Cake Day. Oh. And I kid you not, Happy National Taiwan On Day. So I think they're asking people to go to the bar today.
That's just kind of like settle up and have a couple cold ones.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, birthdays. Happy 50th birthday to music producer DJ Khaled.
Okay.
And another one, right? He's that guy.
I was about to say, I actually know who that is. Yeah.
And then happy 69th birthday to former race car driver Dale Jarrett. Remember him?
I do remember Dale Jarrett.
Yeah, he was good. So.
All right. Well, hey, have a great Turkey Day, everybody. Enjoy the long weekend. And December. We'll be back in December. One more month.
Be right here before we know it. Thanks for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving and have a great Turkey Day.
Cool. Thanks, Joe.